King of the Road Productions proudly presents a John and Johnny episode of the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW, Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll check out country legends John Conlee and Johnny Lee live in Beaumont, Texas.
Summer just come and leaves, they said. Next thing you know, one steal your heart away.
Johnny Lee, great to see you again.
Good to see you again, man.
It's been a couple of years, and I think the last time might have been right here at Whiskey River.
It was, and I have some very fond memories. I may have some jewelry on layaway in Beaumont somewhere. I don't know.
It's a very memorable night. We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. We'll also wear the Southeast Texas debut of Tim Duggar's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. And Frank Martin Gilligan will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Fort Natchez.
King of the Road.
Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. In this episode, we're dipping into King of the Road Productions' royal archives and airing our exclusives with country legends John Conlee and Johnny Lee at the old Whiskey River in Beaumont, Texas. Conlee and Lee are still touring and keeping traditional country music alive in venues all over the country. In fact, this weekend, John Conlee is performing at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. That deserves a big old tip of the crown boy hat. Of course, they are both mainstays on King's Country Internet Radio. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide and crystal clear on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And stream the multi-award-winning and nationally recognized Jim King of the Radio show middays Monday through Friday on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It does rule. Now ride shotgun with me to Beaumont, Texas. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV and radio.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, go to the time.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road. Cruising in my station wagon, trying to keep the muffler from dragging. Sometimes it all seems so defeating as I'm hustling to make it to the Cub Scout meeting. Ooh, I dream about Mexico, where all the pretty people go. But we're on a budget that just won't buy. Not much money, but a whole lot of love. Living that domestic life, happy children and a pretty wife. Our Cocker Spaniels always having puppies. How could anybody be so lucky? See me mowing my domestic yard. Lord, I owe my soul to MasterCard, but it seems to suit me to a T. That domestic life's all right with me.
John Conlee, great to see you again.
Thank you. Good to see you.
It's kind of like deja vu all over again, because the last time I spoke with you was that same show that Johnny Lee was at. It was at the Cattle Barons Ball in 2009 here in Beaumont.
Right. That's a while back. Johnny and I work together a couple times a year. Our paths cross and we get together and on the same show, and it's always a blast, always fun.
I was doing a little homework today. I did my bio check, and I was reading up on you guys. You know, you were born almost exact same time, about a month apart.
Yeah, I was born in August of 1946.
No plans to retire yet?
Oh, no, I don't know how to spell retire.
Yeah.
My role models in the age department are my particularly one grandfather who lived to be 94, was still driving a bulldozer at 92, and he only learned to operate it when he got in his 50s sometime. So that's the way I'm conducting things. I hope to be able to go as that strong, that long.
So you might be having #1 hits when you're 80 or 90.
That'd be all right, sure.
Yeah.
Well, Moses and Aaron were in their 80s when they were dealing with Pharaoh, so it's, age is just a number.
How many people over 30 in the crowd? Anybody over 30? Yeah, I don't know. Several of you, good. I don't know where Gus is, but he should be raising both of his hands if he's here. All right, how many under 30? Anybody under 30? Yeah! Let me see, sir. I'm not so sure about you, but maybe you're under 30. You all were at one. I was too at one point in time. All right, if you're under 30, we're glad you're here too, but just remember this one detail. Your time is coming. That's just what I want you to remember. Here's a song about being on the backside. Making money at 30 with a wife and a son. Then a short 5 years later, it all comes undone. She's gone back to mama with the boy by her side. Now I'm wine drunk and running with them all on my mind. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like a home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with nowhere to climb.
Another thing you and Johnny Lee have in common is you both grew up on farms. You were on a tobacco farm and he was on a dairy farm.
Yeah. Over the years growing up, of course, tobacco was always the main cash crop in Kentucky in those years. No longer is that true, but we did, like all other general farm operations, we did everything. We had, at one time, we had chickens, sold eggs door to door. We had sheep at one time, hogs most of the time, cattle all the time, and we still do that. Cutting hay and filling silos and combining wheat and baling hay, all those things,
So you grew up doing that. You're a hard-working man. You have a good work ethic in you.
All of my summers as a teenager were spent in the field, doing whatever.
I know you still live on a big farm. Do you get out there and do sweat in the sun and do labor and everything?
When I'm home, I'm in work clothes most of the time, either on the farm, in the garden, and I do most of the maintenance on my bus. I do almost all of my own. I do all my own oil changing, greasing, and most of the fixing on it. So.
Hey, everybody, tell everybody that old JC's in town. Got $1.25, just raring to clown. But don't let nobody play me cheap. I got 50 cents or more than I'm gonna keep. Good times roll. Let the good times roll.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Tim Duggar's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll also feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Frank Martin Gilligan will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. We'll check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. But next, we'll check out country legend Johnny Lee, live in Beaumont, Texas.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.